23 years older than the actress who's going to be playing Sonya.
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of okay with at least if they are going to be doing what I would assume they're doing, which at the same time, is this like a sequel to a direct sequel to the one that came out a couple of years ago?
Yeah, because the end of that movie was him.
Because that movie was bad.
The movie
that was
was
a bad
bad.
movie.
Yes,
it was a bad movie though.
No, you're 100%. The movie was bad, but I still think they're making such a weird choice to be like. And Carl Urban is going to be... Because Johnny Cage not being in that movie was one of the biggest things people were upset about, was that they just invented this new character to be kind of like the Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
And then they sent him at the end of the movie off to go find Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
and now it's Carl Urban. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to look that man in the face.
Okay, if this was like another fresh start at it, I could see it working. Because you get the idea of like... If you were to make Johnny Cage, instead of a guy who is at the peak of his career, like a guy who is like an aging martial arts acting star, who is not getting roles and is trying to like recapture his legitness essentially by going to the Mortal Kombat tournament.
That's a lot of words to get us there.
Going to be legit, but yeah.
Especially when there's like a lot of like new guys that could probably do it just as well as Carl Urban.
Yeah. No, I mean it's the name the name brand there. Although I will say, relevant to our previous conversation, Carl Urban at least has demonstrated he is willing to do stunt training.
Oi, Yui, Shang Tsung done teleported me into this martial arts tournament against me will.
Actually give me that. I actually kind of want that now.
Yeah. Forget about the Johnny Cage actual like lore of where he's from. Fuck it. You're Australian.
Yeah. The Australian now.
I don't want it.
Oh, but then they wouldn't be able to tell him apart from Kano. They would just have
Kano's dead.
Kano's dead.
Kano's dead, Brendan.
Assume that I don't remember anything that happened in that movie. I remember, I think, approximately 3 things from that movie, and 2 of them are, I think, things that I made up in the script rewrite that I was working on for a while.
Test it. Tell me what it is. I'll tell you if you're right or not. I watched this movie 3 weeks ago.
I remember main character man
Cole.
Main character man, who I think has a wife and child, even though we are somehow much less invested in them with more screen time than we are in Scorpion's family, whom we only saw for like 30 seconds. Main character man is fighting Goro.
Yes, because he's the Johnny Cage, yes.
And he becomes gold. And he has tonfas now.
Yes, he grows his little scorpion exoskeleton. And he gets tonfas. That happens. That's legit. Yeah. That is legitimate.
Also, Cabal is here for some reason.
Cabal is there. Cabal is there. Cabal is there, and he's post-injury.
And he bringing it all around again, and he looks like a Power Rangers villain.
And he looks like a Power Rangers villain.
He's just stalking around.
The actor who plays Liu Kang is a Power Rangers actor. He was in the 2017 Power Rangers movie. He was Zack. So full circle. He was much better in Power Rangers than he was in Mortal Kombat. He
2017 Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, Walter Jones was in Mortal Kombat?
No. Look, he looks so bad as Liu Kang. He looks so sickly, waifish, and Victorian childlike that my sister, who is a categorical prey animal, said to me on the phone the other day, she was like, I saw him, and I knew in my heart I could fight him. And that's how you know they're weak, if Carly feels like she could take them. It was bad. It was bad, and even though it was bad, I still think Carl Urban is the wrong casting choice. I've said my piece. Let's go on.
Well, hey, everybody out there in Streamland. Thank you so much for joining us. We are live from the apocalypse in that for-profit RPG studio who do tabletops, actual plays, podcasts to benefit nonprofits and various other aid organizations. Um, I'm so rusty. I'm so out of practice at doing the GM pitch. Uh, if you enjoy what you are seeing here, and we sincerely hope that you do, we would ask that rather than give us points or bips or bobs or bits or chits, various assorted corporate script and Jeffy Bezos bucks, that you take that money and instead contribute it directly to the causes that we are raising money for, which currently is medical aid for Palestinians who are doing a lot of good work in the Gaza Strip right now. You will notice that we have hidden the subscribe button. We cannot take it away completely because of how Twitch works, but seek it at your peril, and only if you can answer me these riddles 3. Also, if you click the button, you can make the McElroy brothers yell at us. And by us, I mean Will. Just shout directly into his ears. At will, really. So keep that in mind. Tonight, we are continuing our Wildcard Wednesday series of Power Rangers Rampant. You want to go... well, you have the button set up. Do you want to go alphabetical? Do we go left to right? How do you want to do this?
You want to unmute yourself, bud?
I have it set up left to right, not alphabetical.
Okay. Left to right. Left to right it is then. So, starting off with Will.
Hi. Hello. It's me. I'm Will. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Parker Mills, our Red Phoenix Rampant Ranger. Also he, him.
Oh, hi. My name is Eli. I go by any and all pronouns, and I am playing Kit, your Green Ranger Rampant.
Hi, I'm Julia. I go by she, they. Tonight I'm going to be playing Helen Matthews, who is she, her, and she is the Yellow Griffin Ranger Rampant.
And hey, everybody. I am Brendan, he, him, and I'm going to be playing just all other peoples, of the world, all pronouns, all of them, of many different peoples and non-peoples. Yes, I'm in the tube. And with that, I think that we will get started. Phoenix Rampant, you are frantically deflecting blows raining down on you from the foe in front of you. Your power axe barely keeping up as you are giving ground, parrying, strike, dodging, slashes, and as the blade comes down and sort of presses the neck of your power guitar in very close as you struggle to push them away, it comes into focus the power sword of turn Unicorn Rampant. You are thrust backward by your opponent, who counterattacks with great ferocity. The axe blade careening down towards you as you barely manage to cartwheel off to the side, trying to evade the hewing, slashing attacks of Phoenix Rampant. Griffin Rampant. You also have an opponent, one whom you are trying to gain ground on, but you are frustratingly, infuriatingly stalemated, locking hammer against hammer with them, leaning in close to what could almost be a reflection of yourself, Griffin Rampant. You are, I imagine, thinking to yourself, why am I the one who has to fight myself? I don't, why is this? Uh, for indeed, the Rangers Rampant are locked in battle with what appear to be doubles of themselves, at least at a cursory glance. Anyone who is familiar with the Rangers Rampant would notice some things immediately looking at these copies. They're crude imitations. They have this sort of sculpted look to them, an unfinished quality, the color of their uniforms fading into this clay gray at the greaves and gauntlets. And that is where we are going to pick up. Let's go ahead and start off with Parker. What are you doing?
Sorry, all I could think about is the scene in the movie Excalibur where he goes running off into the woods screaming, "I fight against myself!"
Right.
Where Lancelot rolls over on his sword.
On his
while
own
he's-
sword, yeah. Yeah.
"'Tis the old wound." Yeah,
I've seen that movie too many times.
agreed. Also, same. Okay. All right.
You are the land, and the land is you.
Your lust will bear you up. Can I
This is an
try?
Excalibur podcast now.
Yes. I mean, I feel like I would like to try to just. Yeah. I mean, I think I would just like to sort of see if I can end this quickly.
That's not a move, William.
Well, power strike is.
yes, it is.
So, I am morphed already, inexplicably. So, I would add
Yeah, Justin, fucking
fun.
grip it and rip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Thank you so much for the donation. And I will try to swing the power axe. I'm fighting who? Which facsimile? Green?
You are fighting a facsimile of Unicorn Rampant, yes.
Okay, cool.
Of Rampant Green.
Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect.
There's no
I see.
no way this could be bad.
Okay, we've played this game
It's almost like I planned it this way.
almost like you played it this way. We've played this game before. Okay.
We played this game a time before. Obviously, we have the system.
Okay, so I roll a d20 and a d6. I have a specialty in power weapons. Can you remind me what that does?
So a specialty actually will let you roll lets you roll a d6 and the d4. Basically, whatever your roll. Actually, before you roll, because of the weird nature of the stats of these things that you are fighting, you actually get a die shift upward. So you would actually be able to roll a d8, d6, and d4.
Not a d20?
In addition to the d20.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so specializations let
I
you
see.
roll all of the die down from wherever your die type is for the specialization. Specializations are cracked in
Sure.
this system.
That makes sense. And I'm also doing a power strike. So I'm just going to try to take this not kit out in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
That is a lot. 24.
That, let me double check. These things do have these things are pretty tough, but nope, that will hit.
Okay. And damage is 1d6.
Okay.
Plus 1 because of power strike. That's a 6, baby. So that's 7.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, I think that we're kind of like locked in combat, and he reaches out. Parker reaches down and kind of like strums the non-existent strings of the guitar, like just the lines that run up from Haft, and it releases this like quick burst of red energy that throws the Green Ranger off balance, and then I'm able to just sort of like cleave upwards, basically.
All right. And as you do so, sort of trailing crimson energy, you make contact, and in a shower of sparks, the shape of this thing is cleft in twain, revealing it to be made of clay, just like the putties that you have fought in the past, crumbling to dust in front of you, but not before a twisted voice breathes out from its visor to say, "You're just dead weight."
Shit.
Well, you're just dead.
Which this does now also free you up to deal with the other threat in the scene as you survey. You have the choice of helping either Unicorn Rampant deal with the facsimile that looks like you, or helping Rampant Yellow deal with their mirror match, or off to the side, the thing that you originally came here to face, this large, stomping, hairy creature stooped over, sort of stretching out with its bulk, this striped uniform with a beret and a comically oversized pen, sneering and snarling at you through its bestial muzzle. How do you like my portraits? The resemblance is uncanny, no? You do not care for the artist mole.
I don't. I don't. I truly don't. I think so. I've consulted the Sentai footage, and it dictates that I have to go fight the monster.
Okay, cool. Very good.
Yes.
All right, cool. That then leaves Unicorn Rampant fighting the Phoenix duplicate on your own. What do you do?
Let's see. I think I'm gonna use, I believe, my power sword. And I'm just gonna try to deliver a blow to them with like just 2 really clean cut and like maybe a final parry just to kind of put them down. Trying to remember what dice I gotta roll for that.
I believe it's might. So D20 plus might.
20 plus might.
And you can shift your might up
Ooh.
one die type because of the stats on these things.
Beautiful. That is a 16.
You are in melee, so that will hit.
Oh, then I. Excellent. Sorry, do I have to roll anything else for that? I believe that's.
I believe it should have a damage listed on the weapon attack.
I believe it's a blunt. Could be wrong.
If it was a sword, I think it would probably be sharp. Let me
Oh,
actually
then
look at
yes.
let me look at
Then
your
yeah,
sheet
it's
real
1
quick.
sharp. Yeah, I think it's.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 sharp. Yeah.
1 sharp. Okay. As you proceed to, well, first tell me what that looks like.
I think it's just like a maybe like since I'm dealing with Red Rangers like power axe, I think it's like while they're overhead swinging, I like dive down on a baseball slide to slash through, and then do that Power Ranger pose at the end when it all sparks up and like blows up at the end.
And you take chunks out of this thing. You can see that there are places where you slash through it, and there are sprays of sparks and earth coming forth from these wounds you have made in it. And you land on the other side triumphantly, only to turn around and see that it is staggered, but it is not felled, and it sort of lurches upward, dragging its power axe along the ground, rasping out to you in a voice like Kit's, but not Kit's. Not, yeah, like Parker's, but not Parker. You'll never be good enough.
Now we'll see. As I like put my sword back up into a defensive pose and go back in for another strike.
All right. We're gonna go to Griffin Rampant. What are you doing?
I'm rocking and socking. I got. I don't know what I'm gonna be saying. I'm not gonna be saying anything to this mirror image of me. I do that every day. I do that all the time. I don't need this. I'm not gonna take this. I'm gonna smack it 3 times in a row. That's what I'm gonna do. With my triple strike. Actually, I think it has a different name than that. What is it actually called? Nope, I'm correct. It's triple strike.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's the boop 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 move.
Yeah. Da, da, da. So that's gonna be. I guess I don't know. Do you want me to roll the 3 hits first and then roll the damage, or how do you want? How? I forget how we did this the last time.
I don't. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Let's go ahead and just roll them. Let's roll the 3 hits first. Let's do that.
Okay.
And I think so. Yeah. So whatever you're rolling for those, your skill die for that, you can shift it up by 1.
Okay. So 20 on the first one.
That'll hit.
That's probably not. 18 on the second.
That will hit.
The natural ones do anything in this system?
I don't think they do anything. I don't think you like botch technically.
All right. Well, it's a 10.
But it will not hit.
Yeah, so that one's not gonna hit. So it's 2 hits, 2 gonna whack it twice. With the little hammer, the little wings on the side of the warhammer that help it be able to move very quick and very fast are probably flapping with some great agitation, I would imagine.
Just flip flapping all around.
And it's blunt. Done. Total of 7 points. And it's the effect is stun 1, if that matters.
We're using your power strike, or well, what is your damage on your
wait.
hammer?
I think I'm reading the wrong spot. Sorry. The sheet. And I. How did I get that? Range attack.
Because I think it's blunt 1, unless you're using a special attack with it.
Yes, you're correct. I'm reading the wrong thing. So it's blunt 1 with the effect of stun.
Mm-hmm. And it's 2 hits.
It's 2 hits.
Okay, cool. So 2 blunts, great, awesome. What does that look like?
I'm just gonna whack it in the knees. I take like a step and a half back, and I just 1 and 2 right in the kneecaps.
And both of its legs just sort of crumple, and they twist in a way that people's legs really shouldn't. Like, not just in an unsettling bodily way, but in like a Play-Doh kind of way, as your doppelganger sort of collapses into a pile of goo, burbling out this sort of puddle of mud that it is becoming. How's being back home? And it is gone. Which then, let's see, since he has, I'm gonna say, Parker, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. The artist mole is going to be coming after you.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah. And what is your toughness?
Good question. It's good. It's high, probably higher than it can get.
It gets yes, very high. Extraordinarily high.
Always be high. Where is toughness? Oh, wait, I know. Okay.
It's up by strength.
Yes. 16.
Okay. All right.
Wait, I'm morphed, so 19.
Oh, 19.
Yes.
Okay. All right. In which case, yeah, so we will not hit you. Comes in and swings at you with its large spear-like pen. Its pointed, sort of metallic tip caranging off of the strings of your power axe. Oh, you know they say the pen is mightier than the sword.
Is it my turn? I forget how turns work in this game.
Yeah, so it has it actually, so there's one other thing that needs to go is the unicorn rampant doppelganger also needs to go. So
Okay. Well,
or
when
sorry,
he
sorry,
says that,
actually the phoenix
they don't have
rampant
to.
doppelganger that is fighting unicorn rampant.
They don't have to.
That's right.
It's okay.
well, when he says that and swings the spear at me, I'm just gonna block it, and I'm gonna say, "You just said penis mightier."
All right, so rampant green, what is your toughness?
My toughness is a 13.
Did you get any bonuses for your morphed state?
Oh, actually, it's 15.
15. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, it will hit you for it will hit you for 1 sharp
Okay.
as the doppelganger of rampant red sort of dragging its power axe along the ground, scraping the concrete, the strings vibrating in this very kind of harsh, discordant sound, bringing it upward to slash you in a shower of sparks for 1 sharp. And now it is the real Phoenix Rampant's turn.
So yeah, I block the pen sword. I deliver that devastating comeback.
Devastating.
He'll never recover. And now I am going to try to swing the axe on him. I'm going to try to swing the axe on him. Do I get extra dice for attacking him?
Not him, unfortunately.
Okay.
It was just against the doppelgangers.
Right. Okay, cool. So D20, D6, D4. $18.
That will hit.
Okay. 18. That is going to be blunt 1. I think. Unless I'm reading this wrong. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's blunt 1.
Yeah, you're using your regular attack with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. What's that look like?
Yeah, I sort of like swing the guitar around, the axe around, and the phoenix feather blades kind of light up with that reddish fire energy, which isn't adding any damage this time, but I deflect the sword, and then I just kind of slash straight across. Sparks fly everywhere where I've made contact, obviously.
And Rampant Green, it's your turn.
I kind of want to Indiana Jones this really quick and switch from my power sword to my blade blaster.
Okay, sure, go for it.
Trying to end this quickly, because I feel like I got like knocked off my feet from the power axe strike, but then I'm just gonna like come out of nowhere with the other blaster and let it loose. 1 second. Wow, rolling wonderful tonight. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will not do it. As you try to pull out your blaster, and you get a shot off, but unfortunately, it is deflected and knocked aside by the false rampant red with their power axe.
Cool. Tight.
All right, Griffin Rampant. Are you gonna help out Green or help out Red?
I'm fine. I got this. I got this.
Yeah, I think Helen was gonna jump over to Kit, but if Kit throws up the hand, then I'm gonna bop on over to help Parker out.
Can I
Kids,
at least,
sure.
can I at least give Helen the heart of the team, where I can bump up their dice roll
Sure.
by one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I got it. It's okay. You go help. You go help. You go help Fred. I got this. You'll be better suited than that. I got this.
Like, all right, if you're sure.
Yeah. You're better at that. Let's. I'll be fine.
Hold on, he's trying to get to my dice now. No, sir.
Let him have the dice.
I will not let him have the dice.
Let him roll for you.
Let him roll. I can't believe you just shot him.
Didn't shoot him.
Everyone watching the stream just saw you.
I didn't shoot him. I shot the dart so he could go play with it. So he could leave my dice alone.
Mm.
God. I don't think I can do the triple attack twice in a row. So this will just be one regular sledgehammer.
But you will at least have a bonus from green.
Yeah, that's a bonus to hit. Does it say what dice it is? I might have missed that.
It just ups your dice from whatever it is to the next
Okay.
next level.
A shift upward.
Yeah, shift upward.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Roll over here. 23.
Yeah, okay. That'll do it. That'll hit.
Yeah, so I think in just like true and traditional whack-a-mole style, Helen takes like a running jump towards where this fight is, swings the hammer around and over the back of behind, and then brings it one strike down right on top of his little beret. Just
Well,
bonks
do
him.
you make a whack-a-mole joke?
No, Helen doesn't make jokes. Helen does not have anything to add here.
But it's a compulsion when you're morphed. You don't even have a choice.
The quips keep coming.
I think Helen is unable, against her will. I think Helen says out loud as she smacks it. She just goes bonk. She can't help it. She doesn't want to. She's fighting against herself, but it just out. It comes.
Does Parker point out the missed opportunity?
Yeah, probably. I'm not dealing with any real threat, so I have plenty of. Bonk Voyage is very good.
Mm.
Bonk Voyage is very good.
Is this true?
Well, does bring it back around again to the artist mole, who also will say in response, actually, I am technically, how you say, a tanuki, but, some things they are lost in translation. Pompoko.
Someone put him down.
It's like, all right, that's it.
What, you do not like the voice I am doing? Do you find this accent grating? Why? Parker, what is your toughness?
19.
That will hit for 2 sharp.
No. It's no good. Okay. A thing, but I don't think I need to use it just yet. Okay, yeah. At the moment, I am okay.
Okay. Well, at least in the case of the false Phoenix Rampant, it got full snake eyes on its attack roll. So
Oh, thank God.
yeah, just it brings the axe over in this full body overhead wood chop, but you were able to roll to the side and out of the way. And it seems as though the axe is like stuck in the ground. It is trying to yank it out without success. And they'll bring us around to Parker.
Okay. Parker has like once again sort of deflected the pen lance, and I'm just gonna like hold on to it this time, and with my free hand, just sort of bring the axe back up and around, like at the shoulder. And as I do, I'm gonna say, an artist should really know: mole money, mole problems. And then I'm gonna slash him across again. Do natural 20s do anything in the system?
I actually don't know if dice explode in the system or not.
I'm not sure either. That's a 26, assuming that they don't, which probably
it will
hits.
hit. It will
Okay.
definitely hit. So,
and I think I'm gonna. So that's blunt 1, but I think I'm gonna do another power. I'm gonna spend another power for a power strike to make that 2 blunt. 2 blunts.
2 blunts. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you are just cleaving sparks across this thing that is staggering backward, which I am then going to go over to Kingsley. What's your plan, fam?
Since the blaster's not gonna work, I'm back to the sword. So I'm gonna try to capitalize on the axe being lodged deep in the ground and try to end this with them. Oh, 18.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah, so that's 1 sharp. So yeah, I'll as I kind of I'll barrel roll out of the way and then get back up, and I'll tell them, should have practiced with your axe more, and then just try to slice at least their hand off from the axe and try to at least disarm them if that was not enough to put them down.
Disarm them. Yeah.
Yeah, disarm them exactly.
Yep. And you are successful cleaving the clay arms off. The doppelganger briefly sort of like stands up, sparks showering from its severed stumps, turning towards you, and then just sort of falling to its knees and exploding.
Told you so. And I'll run to meet everybody else.
And so, Helen, what are you doing to bring this one home again?
I crave blood, so yeah, I guess.
Yearn for them.
I yearn for the violence. After being trapped behind the desk all the time and dealing with, the public. So yeah, I'll take another stab. I will, I do have the alternate. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll just do. Yeah, I'll take the strike bonus on this one. Hopefully we can get him out of here.
Get him.
Eat him. So is a does 22 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay. Okay. And then with the so with the strike bonus, then it's the personal power. So it's the same thing that Will was doing. It looks like, so it makes it blunt 2.
Okay.
So blunt 1. And just I just whack him. I just whack the mole.
Yeah. And you whack the mole real good. As lightning starts shooting out of it, you and Parker both know what is going to happen next. Very quickly putting some distance between you and it, as it sort of clutches its beret, spark shooting out of its ears, going, "Oh no! It is Friday in California!" It explodes.
Power pose.
I guess his art is gonna stay underground.
Ooh.
I thought Green was the one with the quips.
Red smoke flies everywhere.
And with that, you have completed another one of your recent Power Ranger battles. You've had a few of them recently, so a little bit of time has passed. Probably about what, 3 weeks or so, probably since you first got your powers. How has that been going? What have you guys been up to, both civilian wise and as Power Rangers?
I think it's been going pretty well, aside from, like, on the one hand, it's kind of forcing us to spend time together again, which isn't a bad thing, but if you ask Parker, might be. But yeah, I mean, I think I think he has been kind of into this. He loves Grail Cove, and so he gets to, like, protect it, justify protecting it. Plus, he doesn't have a lot going on.
Plus, he gets to workshop all of his great one-liners.
All of his great one-liners. It's true.
What about Helen and Kit?
I think for Helen, this is kind of ideal, in that it keeps her busy enough that it doesn't feel too terrible to be at the bed and breakfast, because she knows she's got other things to do, and she's not so much spinning her wheels. And also, these are her friends. She did miss them, even if she feels like a constant heightened sense of, like, I gotta stay right here so that I can keep them at, like, a certain distance from each other, kind of a thing going on. But even though that's happening, she's still like, I get to be with my friends, which is the whole reason why she was, doing anything she ever did in high school. It was just so she had a reason to hang out with her friends.
Oh, because I'm muted. That's why. To say, and I think you're doing a pretty solid job too, right up until the freaking artist mole painted these putties into duplicates of you, and you watched as the doppelgangers of Parker and Kit just went straight for the other one, and you knew it's like, oh, this is not.
The second it happened, in the back of Helen's mind, she's just like, God damn it. No, I don't want them to realize that's an option.
And how things been going for Kit?
I think it's been pretty good. I mean, I'm dealing with, like, doing the ranger stuff gives a little bit of reprieve from the main reason why they're in town. But it does require me also to, like, be around and be reminded by some of the more, like, unsavory stuff. But I'm trying to ignore it and keep a positive attitude, positive vibe. with it, but and sometimes I feel like there's just that moment in which like we do get like that moment of like getting along like really well, but then it's ruined by the oh yeah, we don't like each other, and then we kind of like have to like turn around. So it's just like constant feelings, but I also think that the longer I stay in town, the more of the outside world is starting to figure out that I'm hanging around here specifically.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm getting like hit from multiple angles and multiple sides, and I'm trying to find the balance of all of it.
Yeah, and the paparazzi have definitely been starting to make a little bit challenging to find discrete places to say, for instance, transform into your secret superhero persona. Especially since they've gotten rid of all the phone booths.
Yeah. They're hiding in the alleys. It sucks.
And I think, yeah, this is all on your mind as you teleport back to Mirrodin's tower to kind of decompress after your latest battle. It is the one of the least good things about these Power Ranger suits is that like you don't really get sweaty. Like you would really think that the spandex would not breathe, but no, it's moisture wicking, baby.
Yeah, I think once we get back, Kit's gonna like helmet off, like feet up on that round table, just kind of take a deep breath, just for 5 seconds.
Parker is gonna, as we get in this, gonna be like, Mirrodin, that's another one. Put it on the board.
And yeah, Mirrodin sort of emerges from their alcove and says, "Very good, Rangers. Your power is increasing faster than I would have thought possible. Though I sense that you are not yet together. When the many are reduced to one, to what is the one reduced?"
Man, more riddles.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's the vibe.
Helen just like looks back and forth between the two of you and then like makes direct eye contact with Mirrodin.
I mean, or at the very least, like staring into the orb that it has for a face.
What Helen has decided to consider Mirrodin's eyes.
Yeah. To ponder Mirrodin's orb, as it were.
Yep.
I thought about it and I decided not to say it, and then you said it.
She's just like,
only when you can solve the struggle within yourselves will you be able to truly unlock your ranger potential. But for now, this is a victory well earned. Drink deep of its sweetness, for tomorrow will ever bring more bitterness.
That's your best pep talk yet. You're getting so good at these, buddy. One day they'll be uplifting.
I mean, if one does not see themselves outside, why enter?
that's
I think that one might need to go back in the oven a little bit longer. I don't think that one's quite done baking, buddy.
But you know what? I did take something from that. I did actually take something from that. Drinks? You guys want to go get drinks?
It is funny. So as you say that, he has like a face plate sort of like underneath the orb that is just similar to your ranger uniforms, those very kissable metallic lips, you know. So it does not move, but you do almost sense that it kind of smirks a little bit as you say that, and he sort of kind of hovers back into an alcove.
Okay, bye. I hate it when he does that.
He just kind of like. Do you ever think, what if he does leave the tower?
I don't think he does.
No, but do you remember when we were in high school and people used to come hang up here, and they would say that sometimes if they were like, and we would always think it's just people got way too drunk or way too high up here, but there was always like that thing of like skulking through the woods. What if it was just him? What if it was just him?
He'd be the crook of
Mirrodin
the
is
town.
suddenly behind you and says, well, I can see how one might think this. It was not me. I am unable to leave these stony confines. The magic
He's unable to leave these stony confines.
Yeah, but okay.
Indeed, the magic which sustains my life over my long centuries of watch would not permit me so. To leave these confines would mean almost assuredly my death. I would not choose to stand idly by while evil runs amok across the world. That is why I must act through you Rangers.
Okay, so do you know who was running around in the woods? Since you had the orb?
I
are
believe
the
it
orb.
is the one.
Well, he had the other orb. The viewing
call
orb.
The viewing orb. The viewing orb will reveal many things, including Crazy Pete running around the woods.
Crazy Pete.
Classic Pete.
He
Wow.
is, as I believe you are wont to say, a real character.
He never gave that mascot uniform back when he graduated.
I think that was the proper move.
I'm not
Ah,
arguing.
Yes, the costume. I very nearly mistook him for a monster of some sort. I very nearly recruited the teens that were drinking nearby and made them the new Rangers. How fortuitous that I realized my error in time.
Oh,
Hey.
that's why they pay you the big bucks.
It really stresses me out to know that you might have seen just the things that happen outside when we were teenagers. I don't like it.
If it gives you comfort, I have no interest in adolescent libations or other activities.
I mean, I'm talking about the fights, but okay.
Well, drinks?
Drinks.
Good. We'll see you around, Magic Man.
As you leave, you can almost think that you see Mirrodin smirk, and there is a part of you that almost suspects he is deliberately unsettling to try to get you to leave together and get drinks.
He's trying his best.
If I say just the weirdest shit to them.
Okay.
I think when we get outside, Parker is gonna check his phone and is gonna say, "Yeah, you two should go on. I got something to take care of."
Fine by me.
Well, when you're done, if there's time, you can join us?
Sure, it's probably gonna take a while, but yeah, maybe. Okay. Have fun. Bye.
All right. I'm just gonna
Parker
loop.
will leave. Yep.
I was gonna say loop my arm through Kit's arm. Head off.
As you are walking off, Kit, your phone also buzzes.
Is it just ringing or is it like a text
It's
message?
a text message.
Yeah, I'll as me and Helen are arm in arm walking somewhere, I'll just check the messages.
It is your agent. It is just saying, "Hey, how long is this wilderness sabbatical gonna last?"
I'm just gonna text them back. Actually, I'm not gonna text them back. That sounds like a tomorrow
Leaving them on
problem.
red.
Yeah, that sounds like a tomorrow problem. Because one, I don't have an answer, and two, I don't want to. So I'll just leave them on red, and if it's an emergency, they'll be barking down my neck later. But yeah, I'll just keep walking with Helen.
All right, and you guys head off to get drinks and do bonding things, as opposed to Parker, who is going off to do mysterious things.
Mm-hmm.
I think Parker's actually just probably going back to his home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just making an excuse to
Uh-huh.
Shocker.
leave.
Uh-huh.
He was very subtle about it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, incredibly. Yeah, and I think, yeah, as you well, here's the question. Does Parker have his own place, or does he live at home?
I think he has his own place, but it's like it's like like the guest house, kind of like the mother-in-law's suite.
Right, yeah. And I think, yeah, you are you head home and you kind of are walking down the long driveway that leads back. It becomes a little kind of cul-de-sac behind where they park their cars in front of the guest house, the little in-law suite there. Passing by the porch, you uh hear Colt and his friends hanging out. And you hear Colt saying to the other ones, like, "Yeah, no, like I knew, like it wasn't like the actual Rangers Rampant. Like I knew it wasn't them. Just like I mean, did you look at the Red Ranger? Like way too competent. Like way too cool. There is no way that the actual Red Ranger would be that cool."
You're on mute, Will.
Okay. Interesting. Where are they, like, hanging out on, like, the porch?
They're hanging out on the porch of the main house.
The main house, sure.
Yeah, so
sure.
you just have to walk past them to get back behind the house to where your house is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna slip into I think he's gonna slip into his house. I think it's actually what it actually is it's the family's pool house. Which he
Okay, all
has
right. Well, not even the
No.
grandma house. Yeah,
No,
okay.
no. That's far too. His family is not like rich. There is a pool and there is a pool house. But he lives in the pool house. He has converted it, quote unquote, into an apartment. And I think he grabs like a megaphone and slips back out and is just gonna kind of like approach from around the side of the house and then click the megaphone a couple of times and put on a voice, a cop voice, and basically be like, "Whipper, you, what are you kids doing?"
Oh shit. She's get inside. Pour it out, man. Pour it out. And
yeah.
And then it was quiet after that.
Cool. And yeah, he'll just come on again and he'll say that that better not be Colt Mills underage drinking.
At which point, after a second, screen door opens and Colt comes out and looks around and is like, Parker, you fucking dweeb. That was good beer, man.
No, it wasn't.
You hear Chet from inside call out like, "Yeah, man, I told you that shit was skunk."
I probably did you a favor. Anyway, have fun.
Fucking asshole. Slams the screen door.
Cool. And then I will retire to the pool house, to my suite.
All right, and
Even your brother's hanging out with friends, Parker. What the fuck?
I have friends. I could hang out with friends if I wanted to.
Well, the next day is the dedication of a new park in Grail Cove, and they're making a big old deal about it. And I guess my question to all of you is, why are each of you individually forced to be there?
Are we skipping to the next day?
Yes, we are skipping.
I wasn't sure
if
we were doing the bar. Okay, got it.
We're just having a good friendly time.
Just a good friendly time.
They're having a regular old time.
Sure, yeah, same. I am also having a great time.
What I think would be even better is if like Parker gets home and opens a beer and just drinks it by himself, like they are drinking, but just fully separately.
Yeah, probably. I think so. But I think he drinks the beer and he looks up at I think he has assembled a he doesn't have a chalkboard or anything like that. It's just on one wall of the pool house, but he's taping up newspaper clippings from the monster attacks, and they do not mean anything. But he stares at them like it's a mystery, like it's a murder board. Like he's gonna figure it out. There's nothing to figure out there.
I'm not worried about you, Parker.
Parker's fine. Parker's fine. He's had a very normal time the last couple of years, and he's doing great now.
He's having an even normaler time now.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
So regular, guys. So again, I guess the question is, why are each of you individually forced to be at this park dedication? There is sort of a little bit of a carnival atmosphere going on. They're trying to have like community outreach stuff. They're trying to have some carnival games, that sort of stuff.
God, whose dad was it?
There are food trucks. Everyone they want to get the youths out. They know the youths like food trucks.
This is true. This is very truthful.
Whose dad did I talk to?
Wallace's dad?
Wallace's dad. I think so.
Dangle.
Dangle. Yeah, I think Dangle probably asked for me to show up to be there. So that's probably the only reason why I'm there.
I mean, I think Parker probably, one of his many jobs, I think, is that he does occasionally work on a food truck.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Constantly going places and it's just Parker working.
He has a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Cost of living here is expensive.
Yeah, I mean, does he live in his family's pool house? Yes. Does he pay rent? Presumably no. But it cost of living, man.
All right. So Helen then.
I think Helen's here probably because one of the services that I think that the bed and breakfast offers is probably like a shuttle to like
Mhm.
town events and things. So she has brought one of the groups that is staying at the bed and breakfast here, so that, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, and now these people can day drink and then they can take their little shuttle back to the bed and breakfast and they don't have to pay for an Uber or anything. So it's one of the perks of staying with us. So I'm sitting on the hood of the car in the parking lot. I'm not going in there.
Very cool. All right. So thinking about the order I want to do this in. Okay. Yeah, I think we will start with Kit, who has shown up, just sort of agreed to kind of just be there and show face. And sure enough, you are accosted by Mr. Johansson, uh, who's like, "Hey, Kit, big time. How's it going?"
Hey, you know, it's doing all right. Can't complain. Just, you
Oh,
know.
great, great. Oh, honestly, thank you, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Like, I really appreciate it, and I know the kids really appreciate it too.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. Always like to put in some community time wherever I can, support old stomping grounds and stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. Here, honestly, I think it's not going to need you to do very much. You just have like just if you just wanted to get like we could get like a couple of pictures with like a couple of like the school clubs. Like honestly, I think they would think that was like super. They would definitely put it in the yearbook. And honestly, I think I know a lot of the kids are on like the gram, and so they probably know your stuff. And so probably, I just think it would be a really neat thing. You know, put it on the school social media.
Sure, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Like,
Whatever you need.
big time alumni, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, just point me in the direction of where you need those photos taken, then they'll take those photos for
Oh,
you.
yeah, no, sure. I think we got a, you know, a little professional photog over here. We got the guy who does the school pictures over here to get their stuff set up. Cool. Yep. Okay, it looks like we have most of the most of the school orchestra is here. Cool. All right. Getting them set up with their imposing them with their instruments there. And you think, well, you're, you know, kind of tall. Do you want to kind of be behind? That'd be kind of like competing with like the cello, I guess. We could like put you down and like in front. Uh, you know, honestly, man, I really wish. You know, Wallace is so much better at composing these things than I am. I thought that he was going to be here taking pictures today, but he's wandered off somewhere. I don't know where he gone
Oh,
to.
yeah, that is weird.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
okay.
I could just stand off to just off to the side, and you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
just don't want
it's
you to be out of like frame or anything, you know. But
totally,
we can probably
totally.
we'll put you next to like the standing base. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry. After this one, it's just like the theater club and the school newspaper. Like, so that's like those. They're not like the instruments you have to worry about. Like, just like this is by far the most elaborate of the clubs that you'll be taking pictures with today. It's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
no,
We're getting the tough one out of the way first.
yeah, no stress at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
As
I'll just
you
congregate with these kids.
Yep, as you are dragged into this photo, you see the clubs like kind of like lined up, just kind of like they're like split off into their groups, just kind of like sitting in the grass, just like pulling up clumps of it, waiting for their turn.
Mhm.
You do have at least one kid look over and say, "Oh, holy shit, is that Kingsley?" And only for one of their other friends to be like, "Who the fuck is Kingsley?"
That's show business. That's fine. Yeah, I don't pay a lot of mind to it. I'm kind of used to having that kind of stuff. So I just smile and wave and play that part as I try to take as much of those pictures and try to get this done so that I can be essentially released back into the wild.
Yep. And I think we'll. Meanwhile, Parker, at the taco truck, you are just sort of like mindlessly serving stuff when your attention is drawn to an argument that is taking place right outside of your truck.
What's going on?
Just poking your head out, you see that up at the front of the line, you recognize Angie Austin and Sherman Peacebody, who, rather than ordering, are proceeding to get into a spat of some kind. Look, I'm just saying it's corporate and it's soulless. Like, look at the trees. Like, they've manicured the freaking trees, Angie. It's like, Sherman, it was a vacant lot before. It was just like glass and exposed rebar. Like, if the kids were going to be playing all over this shit anyway, at least make it nice, right? It's soulless. It's an affront to the town's history. A history of broken glass and exposed rebar. It was a corpse, Sherman. Like, and now there's a selfie wall. Look, look, okay, they even they put the selfie wall on the blasted old concrete warehouse wall. See, they kept a part of the community, Sherman. Aren't you happy?
And as this is going on, Parker will interrupt him, and he's going to call out. He's going to say, "Hey, this isn't the argument truck." And he'll point to the side of the truck, and he'll say, "It's the Spagataco truck." So either order some Spagatacos or get out of here.
Helen from the parking lot where she was watching this fight for entertainment just goes, boo!
And at that, they will take a moment to sort of try to each shove their way to the front of the line, and they will proceed to order Spagatacos from Parker.
Yeah, he gets the taco shells. He portions out the spaghetti into the taco shells, as is the brainchild of this particular truck, this particular food truck that he works on.
There is nothing that I hate more in this world than the words that just came out of your mouth. How do you sleep at night?
Usually on my stomach.
And Helen, you are in the midst of sort of booing Parker's joke, and also just kind of wondering yourself again just about just like the fundamental logistics of how the Spagataco is supposed to work.
I hate it.
When you unfortunately notice that Sherman and Angie have taken their just marinara like saturated styrofoam containers and are continuing their argument while walking directly towards you.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm bored. I can get in on this. Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, Helen, tell you what, like, weigh in on this. Like, what's your, like, just doing sort of a buzz blast, kind of like you style here. Like, what do you think about the new park opening? What do you think about this whole sort of like public-private partnership? Sherman kind of jumps in, like, yeah, do you have any comment for the Grail Cove Quester? And Angie shoves. It's like, oh, look, Sherman, I was here first.
So, like, this a date?
What? No. Oh, ew. Both of them like immediately in unison, just kind of like look at the other and go just like, ew. So, like, yeah, like, what do you like? Sherman's like, oh yeah, so okay, so like look at the trees. Like they're spherical. Trees aren't spherical. What is this? Is all that's concrete, sterile, just it's like the this grass. It's like astroturf. Like this represents everything that I hate that is happening to Grail Cove, all the way down to the friggin' branding. Like they have to it's so long, and they have to plaster it all over everything. Combined Cranston Technologies Sepia Consolidated Business Group Grail Cove Municipal Park. Like say it. Say those words.
I'm not gonna.
All
Like
right.
you're like I'm not gonna. It's a mouthful. I'm gonna wait like 2 to 3 days. One of the teenagers is gonna spray paint over the sign into some kind of like sex joke, and then that's what the park's gonna be for the rest of its existence.
Local residents find name unwieldy and vulgar.
Sure. But yeah, it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like everything else in town. It's gonna be new and exciting for all of like 10 minutes, and then the town's gonna just move on to something else. Nature's gonna take over, and by nature I mean people who actually use parks, and they're just gonna beat it up a little bit until it feels lived in.
And Andy jumps in like, right. And it's just like the cycle of things. Like it's and like I keep trying to tell Sherman, like this was just a bunch of vacant lots before. Like that I understand that people want, I guess, new warehouses to be where the old warehouses were. They want things to be that the way that they were. Like I get that, but like I think that like yeah, okay, is the selfie wall tacky? But also, what maybe people will go here. Like maybe people will use this as a space that they weren't using it for before. I know it's not what maybe some people would like for the future, but the future isn't the past.
Listen, I don't know. I don't think it's that deep. Teenagers are going to come here at dusk and drink in this lot, just like they were doing when it was dirt. Now they just have something comfortable to sit on.
And itchy too, actually, I gotta say. Yeah.
I think that's just might be an allergy.
Oh, you think so? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I was worried I was just breaking out.
No, I think that's just an allergy. You should probably take an antihistamine.
Oh, don't make me so puffy though.
All right, you want to be puffy or you want to be itchy? Fucking pick.
Sophie's choice.
I don't think that's true.
And they proceed to take their argument elsewhere. And you once again have a moment's peace. Uh, so looking out across the expanse of the park, which it's now that Sherman has pointed it out, it's almost unsettlingly geometric vegetation. Uh, the sign is very, very long.
I mean, I probably don't have a moment's peace. There's always a line at
Oh
the
no
Sparker Taco
oh
truck.
no! You were the only one with a moment's peace. There is an assembly line of people lining up around the block inexplicably to get Spaga tacos. It is as baffling to you as it is to me, the storyteller who just said that it's happening.
It makes perfect sense to me. They're delicious.
And by the looks of things, Kit is through about 3/4 of at that point. It looks like the boating club is next for some reason.
It's like 3 kids.
Yeah.
Face is hurting.
Yep.
I'm out of smiling.
And your eyes are drawn to sort of away from the sort of main cluster of activities to out in the middle of the greenery is someone just kind of like standing there staring off into space.
Is it someone I recognize? Is it someone from...
Is it Crazy Pete?
Is it Wallace? Is it Pete? Is it...
For a moment, it would not be uncharacteristic of Crazy Pete.
No.
But yeah, squinting, it does look like it's Wallace, actually.
Hmm.
Like for a
Okay.
second, you think that he might be like taking a picture, like he might just be like getting a wide shot, but he has his camera, but he just looks kind of like lost in thought by himself.
Could I break away from what I'm doing for 5 seconds and go up to Wallace?
Yeah, sure, you can probably. But you've been at this for a minute. You can probably,
I'm just gonna be like, oh, I gotta take this. This is important. Can I get like five seconds and then I'm gonna...
yeah. No, sure. Yeah, like, yeah, no, the photographer's not hourly or anything. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, no. Hang on. No, hey, we got the, okay, the basket weaving club is just hold tight, guys. Just hang tight. Just like we just take some grass clippings, weave them, like hold them up for the photo, right? Yeah, no, that'll be good. Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk away and put my phone back in my pocket. And
So
walk
as
over.
you take your phone out to sort of like gesture at people, you do notice that you have a couple of other text messages from your agent.
Anything new?
He has sent you a screenshot of one of your club photos that was posted to your high school social media page, and he just says, "This you?" Uh-oh.
Didn't like that question.
Nope. Get dipped out of that conversation so hard, Eli left the stream.
He was like, oh, how dare? Can you give me... Can I have your other foot, please?
Absolutely not.
You may
I've gotten
not.
3 out of 4 feet done. He's just got to give me the other foot.
The forbidden
He will
foot.
not.
Give me the back foot.
The final foot. The legends were true.
The prophecy is true. All right, so sorry, before you
Blipped out.
yeah,
I
what was
was
the last thing you got?
I got the photo that said "this you"
Yeah,
was the last thing.
Yeah, this you?
Yeah, and then I left my agent unread.
Once again, very good.
I'll text him back, and I said I'll be like, yeah, doing some community service in town. It's no big deal.
Your agent, before you put it away, you notice your agent just texts back like immediately, "Community service? 3 question marks, exclamation point. Did you get a DUI or something? 3 question marks, exclamation point."
God damn it. No, I was like, just say no and just leave it at that. Just don't want to deal with that. Just it's fine. I'll actually add, it's like, no, just helping around town while I'm here. It's not a big thing. We don't need to read too far into it.
He just sends back a thumbs up emoji.
Good. That'll keep him away for probably a couple of hours.
Yeah,
He's gonna call me back later.
An hour 15 probably.
Yeah. 20 minutes from now.
He's got to take lunch,
Yeah, he's gotta take a lunch. But yeah, with that, I'll head over to Wallace, standing out in the middle of the field, staring off into the horizon. Hey, Wallace. I'm surprised you're not taking the photos for the events here. You okay?
Oh, yeah. Hey, sorry, Kit. I just, I don't know. It's, sorry, I just, because of my own world. Just,
Something wrong?
No, it's fine. It's weird. Sorry, I guess that doesn't make any sense to you. I don't know. So like I used to like come here a lot.
Mhm.
Like when it was like lots. Like I mean it wasn't like a lot of kids like how they come here to like, drink and stuff. Like I just kind of came here to think, I like after my dad passed, it's kind of a rough time. My mom started dating Dangle, kind of like right away. Didn't love that.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
I just like, and not that I got anything against Dangle, like he means well, just like I was just, he's Dangle. And it was just like it was like right away, and and he was trying so hard to and failing so badly. I just like I needed space, Like I mean, Dangle, like imagine living with that. And
Yeah, no, I get that. A lot
and
of
like
a lot
I
of energy
just
in the
like
face.
I needed just like space. Like I needed time just to fucking think, just to be like fucking sad, to be fucking angry, And this was, I don't know, it was kind of safe, It's kind of like shadowy little corner of the world where nobody could find me. And, and it's gone now. Nowhere to hide.
I get that. And yeah, that I mean, look, I get that a lot, um needing to find space and all. I feel like I'm in a kind of the same like you. I needed a little bit of space. It's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't make Gale Grove my space after high school. But at the same time, things gotta change, evolve, move on. Gotta see like the bigger picture of it. It's sad, not trying to take away your sadness towards it. You should have every right to grieve over it, but maybe it's an opportunity to find a new space for yourself. Kind of what we were talking about the other day. You're a talented kid. You should spread your wings a little bit more. Maybe get a chance to get out of the dangle vibes or the jangle vibes. Um, maybe this is just an opportunity instead of just a loss.
Maybe. I think that's the whole fucking problem with this town. It never takes time to grieve.
Yeah. Stagnant. I get that.
And you see him suddenly looking at something very intently over your shoulder.
I look at his gaze and then I look over my shoulder.
And you see from the podium where they are, the elevated platform on the podium where they were in the process of dedicating the combined Cranston Technologies CPA Consolidated Business Group Grail Cove Municipal Park. Uh, a sound you have unfortunately come to recognize more and more, which is the sound of shouts and screams and people running.
Hey, Wallace, you should probably, I don't know, get out of here. I'm gonna be right back though. I'm gonna head towards, unfortunately, the screams because I already know what's gonna happen next.
So good at that.
That's it. They didn't
Yeah,
hire me.
just
for
fucking grip it,
safety
baby.
consultation.
Slop that down, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna
dude.
start
Crack one for the
running
big
back
boy.
towards the podium to. I'm gonna start running back to the podium and seeing what it is now.
And yeah, I think that Helen and Parker, you both see the same thing. You see this mass of people moving, a sound of surprise and shock, and then screaming and shouting and running away from the sort of the podium at the center of the park.
Tony, I'm taking my 15.
What? Wait, what? You got all these people here.
I'll be back.
Not
Bye.
not the pizzeria boys.
I was gonna say there were two directions you could go with that, and one's more offensive than the other.
Yeah, just
had
fucking
fun.
rip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one
It
for
turns
the
out he's got the
big
exact
boy.
same voice as Artist Mole.
I mean, listen. Thank you so much for the donation. Also.
Yes, thank you. Look, truthfully, even if they hadn't been spaghetti, I hate saying it. I hate saying those syllables.
Say it.
Just destroy the truck. Destroy the truck. You'll never have to say it again.
Even if it weren't spaghetti tacos, even if it was just regular style tacos, he probably still would have been Italian because honestly, I only have so many voices in me. And you, begin running, marinara stained apron and all. Helen, yours a little bit complicated because you notice your group of people from the bed and breakfast running towards you and the van. We're like, open it, we gotta go.
What's happening?
No, there's a freaking like monster.
Oh, shit. You don't say.
No, just start the car. Let's go. We gotta get out of here.
I can teleport. I'll take him.
You're just gonna drive him away.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
I can teleport back, so
You
I'm
can.
gonna. And also, these people are from out of town. They are probably losing their fucking minds.
It's true. Yeah. Okay.
I'm responsible to these people, so yeah, I will take them. It's not. I imagine it is not far.
Yeah. Not super far, but that is going to delay your entry into the situation. Yes.
Sorry, guys. Guess the two of you have to work together.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Love you. Bye. Yeah, that's
And
Helen's plan.
Kit and Parker, as you both start running towards the center of the park, kind of having to weave between crowds of people pushing past you to get away. You see at the center of it several of the sort of like local town notables who had kind of gathered to dedicate the park, kind of cowering behind the podium and the platform as this sort of hulking reptilian looking creature, its limbs sort of twisting and writhing as you realize that they're actually seemingly made of these coiled serpents.
Huh, fun.
It unhinges its jaw menacingly as it stalks towards them, and you hear it rasp out in this voice. Talk about snakes in the garden.
Is there a safe place to morph?
Good question.
So it depends on how safe you're. Actually, I would say both of you just give me a d20 roll.
19.
Roll the 3.
All right. So
Eli, those dice are bad.
I've switched out my D22.
okay, so there is a. You're looking around. It's pretty exposed out here. It's pretty open. Looking around. There are some tents, but they've been kind of like knocked over by the people that are trying to get away. There is at least one concealed freestanding structure. It is a porta potty.
I hate it so much.
And there is only one.
All right, let's just get this over with.
After you.
After you.
Fine. Then yeah, I'm gonna go to the porta potty.
Are you guys going in one at a time, or are you trying to
I
squeeze
think
in there?
We're both trying to squeeze
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely
100%.
there's like shoulders pushing, you know.
Yeah, no, because if you were doing it front to front, that would be weird.
That
Right.
would be weird.
That would
Yeah.
be weird. That would be weird.
Morphing via eye contact.
No.
Never.
Never make
Never.
eye contact when
Absolutely
you're
not.
morphing.
No.
Absolutely not.
Can't.
Hold on, it's
And-
a morpher.
Just shoving it up the wall. That's it. It's morphing time.
More of that.
Yeah, it's ye old morphin time.
Hell yeah. And as soon as we morph, I'm immediately getting out of there.
100%.
Run up
Yep.
run up to the snake creature and say, hey man, this is a no pet park.
What?
No pet park.
And like I think it's one of those things where like Kit like approaches from one side and then Parker just sort of like jumps in from off frame on the opposite side of the snake monster.
Power Rangers.
Someone call animal control.
So it's a pet thing, but also like I'm confused about the bit here. Yeah. And yes.
We're just trying to cover our bases.
Yeah. Time to rattle your cage.
Who keeps a snake in a cage? That would be a very impractical means of containing one.
It was a rattle pun and you know it.
I'm not that kind of snake. Oh, nobody.
A child.
Yes.
Baby.
He's here.
Let's have everyone roll initiative.
Ooh. Let's see.
How does that work again? Do we
We have
add?
We
You
have
roll the
initiative.
initiative skill.
Right. Okay.
$12.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see. Right. So there's that, and then 17.
All right. Well, in that case, Parker, you are up first.
Okay. Yeah, I think that. Well, let me ask you this: how does personal power recovery work?
I believe since you've had like a full day of rest, that should be topped up.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you guys should
Cool,
be
cool.
full. You guys should be full health and full personal power.
Then I
After
think
like equivalent of a long rest.
I'm gonna go for the power cord blast from my axe, where I basically kind of like sling it across the front of me and strum as if I'm doing a power chord. And it is the energy attack, which I can do once per encounter.
Okay.
I'm a little confused because it does have a arrow down. Does that mean that I reduce the die type?
It means you reduce the die type. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that sucks, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. Okay, cool. So let me. Can you chill, please? Can you please be chill? No, don't. All right, you're done. Okay.
I got the last foot. I'm victorious.
Scrolling with him was not happening. Targeting. I have to roll targeting, and I think I am very bad at that, actually. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna see what happens here. Okay. So if it's a D2 and it's down 1, that means I just roll a D20.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I still got an 18.
All right. So what you see happen is you fire off this energy blast from your power axe that arcs towards the snizzard. But as it snizzard,
There's no way there's not an existing Power Rangers monster named Snizzard.
I'm literally using its stat block.
It's
Oh,
Snizzard
okay, I see. All right.
The snizzard.
What is the Snizzard
Snizzard.
from?
from
What
the
season
original,
is that?
the original one,
Oh, okay.
Snizzard.
and also the movie when he comes back and they're like, "You killed my
Right.
mom," and he's like, "You're gonna have to be more specific."
Yeah.
Now, is this regular Snizzard or Robo Snizzard?
This is regular snizzard.
Great. Just
Which then
checking.
also, with that description, will also make what was happening here to make a little bit more sense as you fire at it, this energy blast, and you see it literally sort of like bend in the air around it and sort of swirl up and be sucked into this golden apple fixture on top of its head.
I do remember this fucking monster now.
And
Yeah.
it glows and pulses a bit, and the snizzard is undamaged. Yeah.
Wasn't even that funny. Stop laughing.
And it is its turn.
Yeah, I hate this thing.
You don't like Snizzard?
I don't like Snizzard. I think he was voiced by Bryan Cranston, though.
Yes, that was one of the ones who was voiced by Bryan Cranston.
Yeah. Do you want... Are you gonna bite?
Of course not.
No, he would never bite.
So, what is your evasion?
Mine,
Yes.
less good than my toughness. 14.
Okay. So, this will hit as the snizzard takes out its bow and taps an apple taps an arrow to the apple on top of its head, and you see the energy from the blast you just fired at it sort of move from the apple into the arrow that it draws and fires at you, the arrow essentially becoming the same blast of energy that you had just fired at it, which impacts you, knocking you back in a shower of sparks for 1 energy damage.
Okay, same question about...
Mhm.
Does that also...
Yes, yeah. So after 6 hours
Okay,
of
cool.
rest, your health is all health and status conditions are fully healed.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. All right, and that's 1, you said? 1 energy?
1 energy, yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
And
Stop it.
Rampant Green, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna rely on Old Faithful, my power sword. Though, would it be possible to use Parker as leverage to get a high jump in to try to go for the apple on the thing on the
To
top of its head?
try and hit the apple, basically.
Yeah, exactly, with my sword.
Okay. Trying to like jump off of Parker, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends.
Combo move it without asking.
So basically, I guess the question is how prepared is Parker for Kit to try and attempt this gymnastic maneuver?
I mean, probably not very, but he's sturdy.
Okay.
That's what I'm
I will
hoping
say,
for.
Parker, go ahead and give me a so skill of your choice that you think is applicable, but whatever it is, shift it down 1.
I would say might, maybe?
Yeah, might or brawn was kind of what I was thinking. Maybe finesse.
Yeah. 12.
Okay. I will say, yeah. Kit, go ahead and for your attack, go ahead and shift your die up one from the assistance that you have gotten from.
Ooh,
Actually, I'm gonna
okay.
say so. Actually, I'm gonna say it's shifted up one from what Parker's doing, but it's gonna be shifted down one because of targeting the apple specifically causes a shift down one. So it's gonna make it an even roll.
Okay.
Stop.
You do not take a penalty, essentially.
Oh, I got an 18.
Okay, let me double check the. All right, yeah, nope, that beats even its best stat. So you will hit.
Parker will say, it's not the first time you've used me as a jumping off point.
I ignore it.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Somewhere Helen's like, damn it.
Yeah, I ignore the side quip to go and just like double hand with a slash down on top of the apple.
Okay. How much damage is that?
Let's see. Does it change when I use 2 hands? Ooh, it's too sharp with 2 hands.
Dang, okay. And hitting the apple. Cool. And yeah, bringing it downward, and you cause the apple to explode in a shower of sparks, releasing this sort of pulse of energy as you do, as it sort of clutches the top of its head, spraying sparks everywhere. No!
You know what they say about apples? I don't even answer that question.
And Parker, it's your turn. Oh, goodness.
Baby's full of violence.
He is. He wants to fuck with everything. I was hoping that the sling would pacify him, but no such luck.
Nope.
He's
Can't
no longer
stand-
baby, he is teenager.
I mean, it still puts him in baby mode most of the time. He's just on one tonight, apparently. I think I will try to use the momentary distraction to sort of build on the momentum that Kit has created to like rush in as almost as soon as Kit has like leapt off of his shoulders, he's gonna try to rush in and just like go for the axe slash.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Stop it.
Cease.
Cease your baby crimes.
If you had a Nerf gun,
is-
you could give him something to play
I'm
with.
not gonna shoot my child, Julia. I don't think I get it. I think that is a 16.
Yeah, that will not quite do it. You try to take advantage of it. You think you got a clean shot, but it turns around at the last possible moment and sort of catches the handle of your axe in one of its snake hands. Nice try. My turn. And it is going to wave its hands out to either side of it, and as it does so, in this sort of flash of distorted light, 2 putties appear to either side of it.
God damn it.
That is its full action, though. So, Kit, it is going to be your turn.
Let's see.
So there is the snizzard and now putties.
Are the snizzards protecting him, or am I like behind him after I jumped and slashed him where I can go after the snizzard?
The putties have positioned themselves to try and interpose themselves between the 2 of you and Snizzard to try and give Snizzard like some space to recover. So you can either attack the putties, or you can try to perform some sort of maneuver to to evade the putties and go directly for Snizzard.
Let's see. Am I am I maneuverable is the question. Let's see. Because I would like to go after the Snizzer directly, and not engage with the putties.
Not waste time with the putties, yeah.
Yeah, if I
The
can.
mooks. But that's what they're there for.
I know. Well, could not to be a reoccurring act. If I could use the putty to jump back on top of the putty and use them, could do that. I have a okay acrobatics.
Okay. I will let you do that. I am going to give you a 2 shift down. Just because it is a challenging maneuver, and the putty is actively not helping you.
True. That's fair. Fuck it. High risk, high reward.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. That's gonna be a D. That's gonna be a D2. With the way I'm rolling tonight, let's That's a 7. It's okay. I expected this.
Well, tell you what, you tell me what that looks like.
I feel like it's me trying to jump on the putty, and I do that, and I try to like leap off of them, but they grab me by the boot. And immediately all momentum lost. So before I can even like swing my sword or anything like that, it's just like plant back down into the ground. Before I even have the chance. So now I'm on the ground.
But I think you're not prone. You managed to kip up and recover, but you have gained no ground in the situation.
Nope, exactly.
The field has not changed. You are stuck behind this wall of putties.
Well, let's try again another time. I'll just get ready to strike again.
Meanwhile, Helen, you are able to sort of drive everyone a little bit of the way back to the B&B, and they sort of tumble out of the van and run inside. Hear a couple of them shouting. It's like, did you get a picture? Yeah, no, I'm posting it right now.
Yeah, once they're out of the van and into the house, I will morph while I'm in the van, and then I will teleport to my friends.
All right. And you teleport in behind them, and you basically have Parker on one side. You see Parker get sort of shoved backward by the Snizzard, and you see Kit sort of get like thrown off of the shoulders of a putty.
Oh, hey, nice of you to join us.
I'm glad you're here. And that was like not sarcastic at all. That was like the opposite of what Parker was giving you. I was like genuine in that. It sounded very sarcastic though.
Helen understands Kit's tones. Just like she's not shocked at Parker's attitude. She knew this was a possibility. They didn't rip each other apart. They are fighting more enemies than they were when I left, but okay. I think
the numerical advantage has shifted.
Yeah. But the snake looks like a problem, and so I'm gonna shoot him with the blade blaster. And I'm gonna give him just a quick little shot, because I imagine I can try to aim that over the putties.
Question is, are you aiming for the apple or not? Because I guess the question is, I guess you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless somebody says anything when Helen whips this gun out, I'm just gonna go for his little snaky face.
Shoot her.
Shoot!
So if no one tells me specifically shoot apple, not face, I'm gonna go for the big snaky maw with the terrible laugh. Yeah. So I guess that's gonna be it. So to hit 19.
All right. You fire off like 3 shots in rapid succession with your blade blaster, and you see them arc past, like over the shoulders of the putties towards the snizzard. But in a very surprising move to you, they again just sort of like bend around the snizzard and get sort of like sucked up into the apple, and he sort of just goes, "Ah, that's more like it."
Ew.
Okay. And then I think this is mostly just flavor at this point because I don't think I can do anything else. But so Helen sees that and she kind of goes, okay. Kind of tosses the gun, pulls the hammer out of nowhere, like it's off the camera angle is like waist up. Gun goes back, and then all of a sudden she just like has the hammer. Don't ask where it came from. Not your business. So she's ready to use that next time.
Yeah, and I think there with the Rangers sort of regrouping and reassessing their options, staring down the rallied Snizzard and his putty minions, trying to figure out your next move. The music swells to crescendo, and we fade to black on a commercial break.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Ooh.
Go away.
So this place, just the craziest, just like Spaghettaco sandwiches, like everything you could think of. I only ever ate there like one other. Only once a year would I be drunk enough to eat there, and lived there for a long time. And now it is gone because the owner is in prison for participating in the January 6th insurrection.
Wow.
Yep.
What a twist.
Wow.
Wow.
Right. Like the story takes a really unexpectedly dark turn at the end.
Whole turn, yeah. But at the same time, I feel like you would be committing crimes like that if you were making sandwiches like that at the same
Right,
time.
yeah. Crimes
Already
against food, crimes
predisposed to
against
crimes.
democracy.
Yeah, making those sandwiches was the gateway to bigger crimes.
Yeah.
Like a Riverdale situation. He had the criminal gene.
Right, yeah, the serial killer gene. Yeah.
It was all inside him.
All right, so we fade back in with Helen having rejoined the group and everyone
Squad.
planning their next move as the Snizzard and 2 putties stand before him. The Snizzard menacing. You'll never stop me, Power Rangers.
I feel like you've been stopped a lot by other Rangers before, my guy.
Also, like every single monster we've fought has said those exact words before we stopped them.
Yeah. It's like a rinse, lather, repeat situation at this point.
Yeah, it seems honestly shockingly formulaic.
Look, it's a union thing.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe you should talk to somebody about changing those words, because something about them just really amps us up.
Yeah, and we just keep stopping you. Like we stay stopping you.
And speaking of Parker, it is your go.
All All right. To punctuate that, I will try to stop him. I think I am going to do a little power striking.
So,
1 second, please.
So
Carry on.
which is your target?
That's a great question. Snizzard.
Okay. So if you're going to try to get to Snizzard, it's going to be similar to what Kit was trying before. I'm going to shift you down 2 to try and, like, if you're going to try to attack Snizzard past the putties, protecting it.
All right. I'll take those odds. And it's downshifting, right?
Yeah, downshifting.
Okay. Dice don't explode in this system we established, correct?
No, they don't.
Okay, well, that is still a 20.
Okay, well, that will hit.
All right. I will spend the power, and that is going to be 2 blunt.
Okay.
2 blunts.
All right. What's that look like?
Yeah, I think it's basically just Parker charging straight ahead. He's not trying to like jump over the putties. I think he just sort of knocks them out of the way. And then slams the axe into Snizzard's chest.
All right. And it is knocked backward. Smoke rising from where you have struck it. And And on its go, as it staggers back, it is going to unhinge its jaw fully, almost like covering the entire expanse of its body with its maw. And there is its flicking tongue within that you realize after a moment is actually another pair of snakes that both launch out at you. Specifically launch one at Parker and say, Kit, high or low?
Ooh, low, since I'm rolling low tonight. It's gonna be low. Launch it.
Okay. All right. The other snake is launching at Helen.
Oh no.
So Parker, what is your toughness is 19?
Yeah, toughness is 19.
Okay. So you are hit by the attack, but the attack does not inflict damage. Instead, you are grappled as the snake wraps around you.
What does that mean?
Just a hug.
It means you are restrained. You basically can't do anything until you can break the grapple.
Okay, we'll see about that.
And Helen, what's your toughness?
16 when morphed.
Oh. What? Okay, that will also hit as this snake just sort of like leaps across the gulf between you and the Snizzard and wraps itself around you. We are getting raided.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thousand Faces TTRPG. Thanks for the raid. Welcome on in.
Yeah,
Hey.
welcome. We are playing Power Rangers RPG and raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. So if you like what you see, you can donate or just hang out and vibe. We got some Power Rangers here that are fighting the Snizzard, and 2 of them just got grappled by snakes.
Hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Not the snizzard.
All right. So the putties do their best to try and take advantage of the situation by attacking both Parker and Helen while they are grappled. Parker, in your case, the putty is raining blows down upon you, and you really have no choice but to take it. Because of your grapple. Fortunately, it seems like your morphed shell is your armor is taking most of the damage. None of it really penetrates. It just sucks.
This
Helen,
sucks.
yeah, Helen. Unfortunately, you are not quite as lucky. There are some sparks that fly as you take 1 blunt.
That's fine. This is my penance.
A whole blunt.
A whole blunt.
Oh. I'll never get old.
Never.
And Kit, it's your go.
Okay, I have a question to ask.
Yes.
I have a perk called Secret Knowledge, which will be able to learn something others have not. I don't know if that would be applicable here, but I'm trying to find the fastest and easiest way to get both my teammates ungrappled from this situation, if I can do that on my own. I don't know if Secret Knowledge will help me in that regard.
I don't think it would.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well then, shit.
So it seems like you could basically try to free one of them. You could try to fight one of the putties to take the pressure off of them, or conversely, also since the putties have sort of broken position to attack Parker and Helen, Snizzard is now open.
I think I'm gonna go for Snizzard then, just to because I trust in the capabilities of my teammates. So I think I'm gonna take the advantage of the situation to try to beat the overall enemy, because I feel that if we beat Snizzard, the putties will also disappear as well. So I'm gonna parry strike Snizzard in the apple.
All right. Yeah. So to attack the apple, you take 1 shift down.
1 shift down.
Yeah.
Come on. God damn it. 6. I'm struggling tonight, guys. I've shifted through. I have like 60 20s on my desk right now, and I've shifted through every single D20 that I own.
It's got to be Kit. You got to do something about that. Kit's like character sheet. You got to take it outside and let it air out.
Yeah, you gotta. I would say probably you got to apologize to Parker. That's probably what's gonna fix your.
I owe no apology to Parker. Parker owes me an apology.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I think you probably both owe each other apologies for some of the whack ass shit you've said, but
No, that's crazy.
that's crazy.
That's
I think
crazy.
as you
Someone's right, someone's wrong.
Yep.
you try to take advantage of the opening to attack Snizzard on its weak point, but since it just sort of dodges quickly to the side of all of your blows, the parts of its body that seem to be just made of snakes suddenly sort of becoming more fluid, moving in ways and more quickly than you would think that it should be able to for a creature of its size. Sorry, too slippery.
Stand still so I can strike you, please.
All right, Helen, it's your go. So you, in order to break the grapple, you will need to succeed in a brawn check. A brawn check shifted down 1.
Well, that's just going to be a d20. Plus, what is it? Yeah, just a d20 plus my skill. All right.
Well, what'd you get?
25.
Okay.
Oh yeah, brother.
Is that enough, Brendan? Is that enough for
you
you?
know, I think
It was just d20 plus my skill. And I've got a 5 in strength, so
yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So just yeah, well, why don't you tell us how that looks?
So I think so Helen was holding the hammer when the snake jumped her, so she's kind of like tight, like arms up like this with it, and I think she like leverages the bottom part of the hammer, the handle, out to kind of like stretch the snake so that it's not quite as tight around her, and then she just brings the hammer down, kind of like wraps the snake around it and like propels it away, like kind of like a flick outward.
Yeah, and I think
I flick it right into the putty is what I do.
Yeah, your movement also, there's this whoosh of air that shakes the leaves of the tree around you and actually sort of pushes the putty back, giving you some space. Unfortunately, that is your whole action.
Yeah, I figured. Although, does the snake that was fighting me count as an opponent?
It can. Why? What would you like to do?
Just because I have something called Nimble Fighter, which I think. No, never mind. Even though I had to use the same skill. Nope, never mind. I don't think it actually applies because I don't think I did damage to the snake when I tossed it off me. So I don't think it applies. Then yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. And then it is going to be Parker's turn. We'll say, Parker, you go prepared to try to kind of like strongman your way out of this snake, but you actually find that you do not have to, as from somewhere there is this arc of blue energy that slices across the snake, binding you, causing it to fall apart off of you. And you are free. You're able to act.
Interesting. None of us are blue.
Weird.
Weird.
That's weird.
That's suspicious.
Well, Parker doesn't have time to think about that. And thinking's not exactly his strong suit either. So he is just going to seize on this opportunity and try to use the element of surprise to just kind of like overhand swing the power axe, onto the apple.
Okay, go for it.
All right. I am.
It is a one shift down to attack the apple.
It's one shift down to attack the apple. That's fine. I can deal with that. Okay. That is 15 plus a 2 on my skill die, but since we leveled up, I gained weapon mastery, which means that if I roll a 1 or 2 on the skill die for an attack with my power weapon, I get to re-roll it.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh.
That's a 6, so that is a 21.
All right. That will hit.
Cool. And I will burn another power to deal 2 blunts to the apple on top of what I had already done to.
All right. What does that look like?
Yeah, pretty much exactly what I described. I think I kind of like take a second look around because of that blue flash, and then this time I think it's kind of like a two-handed, almost like I'm splitting a log. As I just sort of like bring the axe over my head and then down onto the golden apple on top of Snizzard's head.
All right. Yeah. And this arc of energy strikes it, and there's another shower of sparks as it appears to just fully explode and shatter, leaving just this smoking spot on top of Snizzard's head. No, curse you, Power Rangers!
I think that apple's rotten right to the core.
And it staggers backward. The putties both just kind of like evaporate, crumbling to dust around you. And Snizzard stumbles backward. No, please give me another chance. I can do it. And as it says this, the sky kind of darkens. It's like storm clouds have rolled in very, very suddenly. Everything gets very dim. Sky is overcast, gray, and black. And there's this sort of chilly wind that blows through the park that you feel even through your ranger armor. And there is essentially a lightning strike. No, buddy. No. There is essentially a lightning strike that hits Snizzard. And as it does, and the electricity sort of arcs through the snakes that form its body, it begins to grow exponentially. First 8, 10, 12, 18, 20 feet until it is towering over you and the surroundings.
Oh, that's a lot of apples.
A lot of snakes.
You like them apples?
Kit slices Achilles.
On it.
You momentarily consider this, but as you sort of even like look at one of its feet, it lifts it up and just stomps it, and the force of the ground shaking sends all of you onto your backs.
Guys, I think this is a problem.
Yeah, a big problem.
Just we can do it. We can handle this. We can still win.
Well, unless you got a growth potion in your back pocket, I don't think we're going to be able to do this.
Okay, here, you keep him busy and I'll climb him. And then I'll figure the rest out on the way up.
Yeah.
You hear a voice in your head. The telepathic voice of Mirrodin. Rangers, I sense that you are in grave danger.
Big danger. But yeah.
This day would always come. The next step in your ranger journey is now. If you can find a way to work as one. Search yourselves. The struggle within yourself will connect you to your heraldic beasts, and they will come to aid you.
Parker starts patting himself down. He is searching himself.
Incredible.
Every day.
Did you say every day?
Yeah, I said every day.
Do I find anything?
Out.
Eli logged out.
Kit said, I've had enough of this.
Nope. Nope.
Noped on out of there.
Mm-hmm.
The timing every
The
time.
timing was amazing.
What a miss.
It was
Nothing.
extremely. I'm sick of your shit.
Yeah.
Just the timing is just too good.
All right. So, what are you guys gonna do?
I mean, do we feel anything like what Mirrodin is describing? Like a power?
Well,
I think we gotta do something before we can.
I think we got a group hug first.
No. That can't be it. That can't be it. It's gotta be.
I don't know.
I mean,
feel like
Helen's kind of like rolled over onto her feet at this point, and she's a little excited because she's been trying to get this going for a while, ever since she hit everyone with the "we got the band back together" line, even if nobody else said it with her.
No, okay. He said that we have to suffer and persevere. So I think if we let him step on us,
Yeah, you go let that you go let him step on you. Let's see what happens.
At this point,
You'd like
does
that,
Disney-
wouldn't you?
Helen just reaches over and just like grabs onto Parker's arm and is just like, I'm sorry.
Zizzard has stepped over all of you and has just left you behind and is stomping towards Grail Cove proper.
No, but Helen's just hanging on, and you can't see facial expressions because we've got these helmets on. But she does. She just like holds on, and she's staring directly at Parker's mask, where she presumes Parker's like eyes are. And she just repeats it. She's like, Parker, I'm sorry about the fight and the way that ended.
it's fine. It was a long time ago. We don't have time.
It doesn't feel like it was a long time ago when you keep running away from us.
It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked, and then you were gone, and I was alone, and I've been alone, and I used to it. Maybe I'm a little scared to have something that I could lose again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I think you will direct that towards Kit. I'm sorry for how difficult I've been.
I mean, I get it. I get it. I'm also sorry, too. I didn't mean to just leave you behind. I thought you and I were gonna take a chance outside the city and do the music together. And I didn't realize that you wanted to stay here so much more than that. Um, but I needed to go, and I don't know. I thought the world of you men, and I thought we were gonna do it together. And it felt really shitty that you didn't want to go with me. And we also left on a sour note, and I thought I was never going to come back here, but now we're here. And I guess, yeah, I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry for the words I said in the end. Um, and I hope one day we could have figured it out, but but even at that, I didn't mean to leave you behind. I just needed to do it.
I mean, I said a lot of things back then that I regret now that I've had a lot of time to think about it. I said you were running away. I think the truth is that maybe I was the one who was scared about being somewhere that wasn't here, somewhere new, and taking a chance and taking a risk.
And amidst the sounds of shouting and sirens and emergency services and the sound of shattering glass and crushing concrete, uh, you do feel a certain warmth. It doesn't make everything right, but there is a connection. You have finally formed a connection that wasn't there before. And the emblems on your uniforms begin to glow. And you feel another connection, not just between each other, but to connection with another presence, different for each of you, somewhere distant and yet deeply familiar, like an old friend that you never knew you had. And you know that if you call to them, they will answer.
Hell yeah, caca.
Yeah.
Call him.
Yeah.
Pick up the
Call
phone.
him.
Call the line.
Well,
Paging the heraldic beast.
Yeah. Right?
Do you guys want to each describe what your what your Zord's like emergence looks like from wherever it is and inexplicably reaches the city in a timely manner?
I think for the unicorn is probably in the forest somewhere, just stampeding out of the trees. This green unicorn on it, and this big horn at the center of it, just charging through the woods out into the open.
Yeah, I think similar. There is a streak of red that just sort of breaks the clouds over Grail Cove as the Phoenix Zord streaks down, kind of like spreads its massive red bladed feather wings out to like catch itself the way that like a bird of prey does before it strikes. Big long plume coming off of the top of its head.
And I think kind of in like it comes from a distance. It comes from the nearby the standard quarry that all Power Rangers cities have. But there's like a kind of a nondescript but surprisingly large kind of cave that slopes down under the ground, and from this little cave underground, like kind of scrambling up like a little sand cat, and then like bursting through and giving itself a little like metallic shake is the yellow griffin that comes bounding across.
And they are all robots. That is also
They
very,
are robots.
Yeah, they're
they
all
are
robots.
they are all
Hilarious
magical ye olde medieval robots. Yeah.
Ye olde medieval robots, absolutely.
Ye olde medievally robot.
Yes.
say it again.
And you all sort of leap up into the sky and front flip into the cockpits of each of your Zords. And you look out through your respective sort of cockpit windows and viewports, various sort of targeting reticles and system readouts unfolding before you, and you don't feel so small anymore as you look out at the snizzard kaijuing its way towards the center of the city. For the most part, it's still mostly been in this largely derelict industrial sector. It still caused a lot of carnage, but it doesn't look as though it has destroyed anything that is really actively in use, and it doesn't seem like there have been any significant civilian casualties, at least yet.
Let's go reintroduce ourselves.
And I'm going to say you have surprise. I'm going to give you guys all free action here to get Snizzard's attention.
I mean, if I may, I think it would make sense the Phoenix. I think I honestly, this is very Parker, but I think Parker would actually even like sort of speak out through the Zord in whatever manner by which that happens, and just say like, "Hey," I think you'd say, "Hey, Snizzard." And then like as he turns around, just like the Zord streaks by in that very like red light Sentai, Super Sentai kind of way.
All right, very cool. Make a Zord attack.
Zord attack. Okay.
Attack with your Zord.
Is that with Brawn, I assume?
One of your Zord stats, I
I was
think.
gonna say it would be with your
Brawn.
Zords,
Yeah,
Brawn?
it would be Brawn. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
I forgot
Right.
that they use the same stat names, which I suppose like makes sense, like from a mechanical streamline sense.
It is a tiny bit confusing though. That is a 21.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay. And so that is going to be 2 sharp damage.
Or 2 sharp. All right, very cool. As Snizzard begins to turn, just saying, "What the fuck?" Because you can't actually say it because it's Jetix, Fox Kids, whatever.
He's kind of
Oh, we've been saying it
Oh,
though.
I've also
we've
been saying it.
But he can't. We
No,
can.
he can't say it.
Yeah, we
No,
can.
I can't say it. All right, Kit, next up. Unicorn rampant in every sense.
I think if
right directly after Parker. I think Unicorn, the Unicorn Zord is kind of try to bring their the neck down to just have the unicorn like horn, but I'm hoping to kind of like shovel pick up Snizzard and like throw them up and try to like at least get them prone with that, so that Helen can take a strike at them with that. So yeah, I'm gonna
get
charge straight
horsed.
through. Wow. Yeah, I get horse. Do I get a roll for something?
Yeah, go and roll with Brawn.
Brawn. Do-do-do-do.
Your Zord's Brawn stat though.
My Zord's Brawn stat. Where'd my sheet go?
Uh-oh.
There you are. Oh, that's so much better, please. Okay. I guess in the Zord, I'm so much better. That will be a 19.
All right, that'll hit.
Hell yeah. What damage do I roll with just a straight bronze roll? Or do I not roll damage?
No, I think the Zords automatically do either too blunt or too sharp, depending on what you're.
Then
two energy if it's ranged, but yeah.
Then two blunts then.
Two blunts.
For the
Two blunts.
As you charge the Snizzard, so like energy sort of like gathers around your horn, and charge directly into it, exploding with smoke, and in turn, just sort of like hoist the Snizzard fully over you, and the Unicorn Zord fucking suplexes the Snizzard.
Hell yeah! Mess with the unicorn, get the horn.
Does that mean Snizzard is on his back?
Yep.
Does that mean I can pounce?
You could indeed.
I could pounce with my little griffin Zord. I think that's what I want to do. I would like to jump on his chest and just give him the claws, give him the business.
The razzle dazzle.
23.
Yep, that'll do it.
Too sharp. Just right onto his big snaky body.
Too
Claws
sharp,
and
too furious. And yeah, with this thunder of first the Snizzard slamming into the ground already in a section that had been destroyed in the midst of this sort of post-industrial carnage, and then followed immediately by another thunderclap of the Griffin Zord landing atop it. And at that point, the Griffin Zord is gripped by the Snizzard as it sort of throws the Griffin Zord off and gets to its feet, and it snarls once again, unhinging its jaw. It is going to take a little bit more, unfortunately, you think, to defeat this thing
Snizzard.
once and for all.
Come on, Snizzard.
Snizzard?
But
you apologize for this.
I mean, you did, and you feel this connection that was formed between all three of you. Even now, even in your Zords, a connection that you feel shared among your Zords. A force connecting and drawing them together.
Oh, we gotta get big. We gotta get big.
Or big.
Yeah, is there like a thing that's lighting up on E-old-y control panel?
Where's the button that says merge?
Yeah. The little super gauge has filled up. You got the
Nice.
little blinking button on your your yield control panel.
Yeah.
Just a big ol' like glyph that's like blinking.
What's this button do?
Yeah. I think we all just at the same time are just like, huh.
The 3-cut panel.
That's
Yeah.
new.
All right, what does that look like?
What does that look like?
It's a good question. So we have 3 Zords to work with, so I think normally that ends up being like,
One's legs, one torso. One
yeah,
head.
legs, torso, and then like head and kind of
Yeah, I think we discussed that unicorn was like legs and hips. Like the griffin was like torso and arms, and then the phoenix formed like head / like over armor.
Yeah, like shoulder wings.
Yeah.
Armor
Well, I wonder if we
piece.
should reverse it, because if the Griffin Zord is the legs, we could do the second set of wings as the little like Hermes like wings, you know what I mean?
Oh,
That-
and
I
then
think
the
that's kinda
unicorn
cute.
horn to stab it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
that's
unicorn
what I'd say.
horn
The
can
unicorn
like
has to be the sword or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Like a thumbtack.
Well, I was gonna say the unicorn Zord could be like torso, arms, and then also like the head, so the unicorn horn is still sticking straight out. And then I was actually thinking the Phoenix Zord could come down as sort of like helmet, and then like a very drapey cape of like blade feathers.
Ooh,
All right.
I like that. I like that.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and so I guess the Griffin Zord sort of stands upright and shifts down in a very toyetic fashion. Though never quite as cleanly in real life, you know. The unicorn leaps into the air, transfiguring mid leap before landing atop the Griffin Zord, and as the pieces slide into place, the Phoenix Zord comes in for a landing on top of everything.
I feel like we could call it the heraldic Megazord.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Do we just get to go now?
So Snizzard is gonna get to go.
Okay.
And but it's not gonna do much. Snizzard unhinges its jaw and launches 2 of these snakes out from its throat that still connect inside, trying to wrap you up in it, to grapple you. But you are in the Megazord state, just not having this. This is silly. Just fully just slice them off. And smoking and smoldering, they withdraw into its mouth, and the massive jaw just snaps shut, smoke rising from the clenched jaw as it rears back in pain. And it's your go.
Okay. So the Megazord has the highest ability scores of each type from its participating combiner. Sorry, I don't think we actually made these stats.
I don't think we got that far.
No, but that's okay. Does anybody have a brawn higher than a D6? Or do we all have brawn at D6?
Hey, let me double check
We
something.
all have brawn at D6.
Yeah, I all had D6.
Everyone frantically consulting the owner's manual for the Megazord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
was like, what the fuck?
There's a fucking thing. What's this fucking joystick do?
Double check if no, hardened chassis gives us more strength.
Yeah. So we
Or
each get to
more
pick.
armor.
We each get to pick a trait, which there's a list. But for the time being, since we're kind of doing this on the fly, I would put forth that I would like to pick enhanced melee attack.
Makes sense.
and so it can only be used once per scene, but it inflicts 3 times the normal level of damage with a damage type of our choice, doubles its reach. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna say that I think what this is gonna be is specifically like an attack with the cloak that is formed by the Phoenix Zord. And so it's I think the Zord probably rushes in, the Megazord probably rushes in and just sort of turns very dramatically at like the last second, holding onto the cloak with one big Megazord hand and just like slashing straight across. And we'll call it like Phoenix Fire Slash.
Yeah.
Or something like that. If everybody's on board with that idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Just get him with the big old cape. Just
Yeah.
Just a big
Just
old
whip it
dramatic
around.
cape swish.
Big old dramatic cape swish indeed. That is gonna be 19?
That'll hit.
Okay. 14 and 9. So once per scene, 3 times the normal level of damage with a damage type of our choice. I think it's fire, we'll say. So that would be 6 fire.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
roast him.
Yeah, well,
You get the skizzard?
that is several more than he had left. So,
Hell yeah.
that will do it. Do you want to describe the end of this monster?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's just like we do the slash and in true fashion, he, sparks fly and he starts stumbling around as he talks about how this is impossible. There's no way.
No, this is impossible. How could
Thank
this
you.
have happened?
Thank you. And then we finish. So it's a cape swish that cut him, and so we finish the movement so that the Megazord is facing away from him.
Facing away, not looking at him as he falls
As
down
he-
and explodes behind
Right,
you.
as
Yeah.
he falls down and explodes, and then Parker says, "Snakes for nothing, dude."
Burns.
And we zoom out of the sort of the smoke of all of this, where the Snizzard has exploded in dramatic fashion. The Megazord, the heraldic Megazord, having appeared, not looking at it, looking very cool. Sound of emergency vehicles looking out over everything, and there is a building nearby, the taller building, sort of surveying what has occurred here. We see, just for a moment, resting upon the concrete, its wrist in a gilded bracer above a blue glove. For it withdraws. And you're going to cut away to sometime later. I think we're going to be let's say everybody went to go get a drink.
Drinks? Yeah, we're just in the coffin together. We're
Parker
just,
actually went this time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And three sopping containers of spagatacos as a peace offering.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Toast some spagatacos.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the freeze frame of us. Just
And Parker has the like a beer in hand at this bar, and is gonna say, well, the band may be dead, but long live the Power Rangers, and he'll hold it up.
Yeah, long live the Power Rangers, and I'll clink his beer with mine.
Long live the Rangers Rampant.
And elsewhere, in another part of the city, the sky is still inexplicably darkened. There is a heaviness, the beginnings of a pounding rain trickling through the rubble and wreckage. Lightning flashes in the distance, reflected in a faceted gem over a mask like porcelain white face. The rain dripping down it. And that is where we're going to end this episode.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Fuck yeah, hell yeah, we did it.
yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very cool. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us this evening for our little goofy voices time, our little goofy voices and feelings time. If you chatted, if you hung out, if you donated, especially, it really does mean the world to us. We could not do any of this without you. We are going to do our outros and our plugs now. So, Will, where can we find you?
Hi. Hello. My name is Will. I was your Red Ranger Rampant, Parker Mills, tonight. And Parker, he's great. He was meant to do this. He's found his calling, finally, clearly. Where can you find me? On the internet, mostly Blue Sky, I guess, at a Willem Scream. And I'm around a few other places. Tomorrow night, specifically, I think the only one that I can really plug at the moment. Tomorrow night, I will be over at Entropy Emporium running God Complex, a Girl by Moonlight game about making the corpses of dead gods into mech suits and fighting space kaiju in them at the end of the world. That'll be over on Entropy Emporium, so check that out if you want, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll be back Sunday running Academy Age, our Masks Actual Play podcast. We'll be recording some new episodes of that. I think that's everything that I have to talk about in the near future, so I will throw it to Eli.
Hi, hello. My name is Eli. I was your Green Ranger Rampant. I am, if I'm not here on alternating Tuesdays playing Niflheim Tenebris, I'm usually I'm actually the ghost, the resident ghost over at Mayday Roleplay. We're an AP content creation team making sad, humorous, fun content for your viewing pleasure. We're still on our hiatus, but look to February as we'll be kicking back up with our Vampire the Masquerade campaign and other content that we'll be building up into the year, including some very heroic Arthurian Western shenanigans in the near future. But until then, you can find me on all socials as a Ghost of Eli. Where you can see all the game dev stuff I'm doing. I'm a pro GM as well on Start Playing, running a dungeon meshy style 5e West March campaign that you could take a stab at if you want to join the wonderful community that I have playing that awesome game. And yeah, just come hang out with me whenever you can.
Oh, that's me. Hi. Hi, I'm Julia. I've been Helen tonight. You can find me at Hexput on all social media platforms. I'm going to be here again tomorrow, same time, for Never Ember's Enigma, which is our heist game. I'll be playing Lavinia Hale. ACAB does include Lavinia Hale. Come watch me climb the fucking walls because my roommate is now in a terrible situation where his murderous uncle is looking for the rat. And it's my fault, but I'm not there. And then this Saturday, I will be here as well for our Makeup Hasmus game. 'Twas the Night Before Cheesemas, where I will be a little mouse. I will be Horatio Seedfall. I'm just going to be a cute little mouse with my cute little mouse friends, and we're just gonna try to have a good mouse related holiday, Cheesemas. And then I will be here Sunday as well for Academy H, where I will be Lyra Kroll. And then that's it. Every other Saturday I'm here as Kelly Violet for class reunion. Everything I do currently, I do here at Live from the Apocalypse. I live here, I die here.
And I guess that's me. Hi, everyone. I am Brendan. I have very little voice left at this point at the end of this session. When I am not here, I am generally speaking doing more normal style voices. In Academy H, our Masks Actual Play podcast, I play Alex Sandowski, aka Victory. I am the game master for our Monster of the Week Actual Play podcast, Cryptid Community College, currently between seasons. And I also am in Thy Kingdom Come, our teenage monsters in a dystopian AU theocracy Urban Shadows game. We're getting into Endgame for probably only a couple sessions left there as we try to save the world from people, where I play Sepher using the Vessel playbook. And I'm doing Rangers Rampant. I think that's all I'm doing on the channel right now, and I'm really only doing stuff on the channel for the most part. So
Yeah, well, on that note, that's going to do it for us here tonight at Live from the Apocalypse. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. There are social links in the chat if you want to follow us and know what we're up to and what's going on, or you can join the Discord community, which is a great place full of great people. We would love to have you be a part of it, but for all of us here Live from the Apocalypse, we are going to disappear and we are going to raid Guild Superior, where our very good friend JD is currently streaming over there with them. I think they're doing Cyberpunk. I could be wrong about that, but come along, say hi, be friendly. I think that's it for us. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Have a good one.
A good one.